Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is raining. If it's too loud, I'll move us into the house. But first, I'm going to play this little intro here, and I'll be right back to update y'all on a whole bunch of shit. Let me make sure I have it turned down. Yes, okay. Hopefully, it'll play good.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no one for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be.
I'm stopping in my intro. Rapper, get a freaking life if that's you. You know I always welcome you in, but I don't need no troll bullshit today. All right, dude. Seriously, whichever troll it is, I don't know if it's rapper or not, but whoever it is, get a fucking life today. All right. Now back to the intro.
Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show, time everlasting, time to play these sides, time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, sorry. Weather glitch. Sorry. I got it, KCG. But I don't know how to put it on subs only. I know there's a way for me to do it. Sorry guys. If it keeps glitching, I'll just, stop it. Hopefully it won't keep happening. I'm live. Please don't call me. I get it. Um okay, you hear me now? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's raining really hard. We'll probably go back in the house. Um okay, y'all are going too far. Stop it. Yeah. You guys can hear and see me now. There's no video because I haven't shared a video yet. You know how to do it, traders? Sheila, you know how to do it, don't you? All right, let me do something. All right, now I'll add you back. All right, there you go, traders. Can you do it for me, please? Somebody got to walk me through it so I know how to do it. It's crazy. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, tornadoes. Hey, Gma. Hey, Angelina. Um, hey, Ange Carter. Like I told you guys, I don't worry about these storms. You can go back and watch videos of the last storms or my lives. But this storm just wasn't sit. This is nasty. This one, it don't matter if you get hit by the eye or not, you're going to get it. It's staying strong. It's gonna hold together going across the peninsula. So you're bound to get hit at least with category 1 sustained winds. And there's already been multiple, at least 8, if not more, tornadoes in the I-4 corridor. And the storm isn't even hit any, isn't here yet. That's not good. Even the newscasters or the forecasters are like, yeah, that's not a good thing. Thank you, traders. 19 counted so far. Yeah, last time I looked, it was quite a few. It was 8 this morning. Then I looked a little bit this afternoon, and they were having the numbers usually stay in Central Florida for us with the tornadoes around a 5. These are at a 7 plus. That's not good. That's not good. But and I tried to tell Betty a couple days ago. Did I not? When she was acting like, oh, it's nothing. I'm like, landfall, the cone, you're covered in the cone and close to landfall. Yeah. Yeah. But as soon as she gets to Tennessee, she flips that and, oh, I'm going to lose my house and everything, which I knew she was going to do. Mom of a Swiftie, max velocity is close to 18 at one time. Yeah. Hey, casual art. Yeah, it does Starry Night. I've been here. The weather pattern and just the size and the strength of this storm. And maybe it's because I'm going through, got some other shit going on and everything, Hey, Bombs Becca. Hey, Sweet and Sleepy. Could be that I was extra sensitive because even my hubby's like, hey, Kenna, what are you doing? You never get worked up about a storm. And I don't because it's Florida. But this time, I don't know. My guts just, I don't know. Hey, Terry. Your mom is planning on losing her place in Northport. My dad lost everything in Iron and Bonita Springs. Oh, my Lord. BHB, hey, drama queen. Yeah. Hey, Perry. I'm okay. I'm east from where it's going to hit, but the eye is projected to stay together, which is weird. Usually, it doesn't. Hey, Lisa. Thank you, by the way. And thank you very much for the PayPal this morning. The one I got, I it said belated birthday wishes. I thought that was sweet. Thank you very much. You grew up in the Panhandle, so you know. You know how it is. You get all the hoopla, and then when the storm hits, you feel deflated almost because it was like nothing. So you just learn not to get worked up, and really, what's it going to serve? And the panic buying. I never got into the panic buying shit. I mean, you don't need 100 cases of water. And by the way, what I meant by a case of water when I said 12, I was reading you guys. I was looking at my receipt. It was a ridiculous amount I spent. Nobody never likes Betty. That's a shame. And it said is equal to 1 case of water. I guess because of the size of the bottles. But yeah, I should have said that and made it clear. My BFF is in Orange County. Yeah. Hey, Jim Rebel. New track shows it's now a high 3. Will dissipate quick. South side of storm is dry. In the Panhandle, we have wind bands, but no rain. Oh shit. We have had a couple hours of torrential rain already this morning. All that water my husband left out of the pool, and it needs done again. It hasn't quit raining yet today. It's slowed down. It's not torrential like it was for a couple hours, but this is just the bands are starting to come in. I'm worried about people. I am because this is nasty, and I think a lot of people are gonna, and we're gonna, if we don't lose power, I will be partying up a storm. I can't see us not losing power. I just don't see it. Not with these sustained winds. Mm-mm. And the tornadic activity we're having already. I mean, we've been having tornadic activity since this morning. That I-4 corridor is a mess. And to me, the tornadoes are, I worry about. Hey, Clover, more because they can happen the whole time. And we're still supposed to be getting hurricane sustained winds into 10 o'clock tomorrow morning here or later. So, and then there's another storm coming, or another thing they're watching in the water. There's actually 2, but one looks like it's headed right up the East Coast, which could be really bad because if Milton is exiting, I don't know, but they won't talk about them right now until this. Yeah. Hey, Taint Cheese. All feeder bands have these tornadoes. Yeah. 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 All schools are canceled. Yeah. My kids are out for 3 days. And then they had my hubby was supposed to be off work, but then they called him to go in. He went the whole way down there. Didn't want to go in because, it's getting nasty, but goes the whole way down there. It gets started on what they wanted just to be said, no, you shouldn't even be here. You should have been called in. Everybody's supposed to go home. I was like, he was like, are you kidding me? You will never convince me that these storms are not man-made. JLR's been whipped around with those little legs. Yeah, there are a lot of elderly. There really are. Yeah, I've heard about that. I didn't know if it was just conspiracy or what, but yeah, Lisa, I have heard about that. Yeah, I I I didn't like that there's one right there on the up the east coast of Florida, and then you're going to have this massive thing exiting the east coast of Florida, which usually by the time it gets to the other side of the peninsula, it's not a category 1. It's just a storm front. It's pretty cool. No, this is gonna be like one that caused a lot of damage a few years back. This one's still gonna be category strength. Or yeah. category 1 strength to leave, a high one, which is going to be close to a 2. It's crazy. One degree in your wind can make all the difference with them saying it's a cat 2, a cat 3, a cat, 4 or 5. It's crazy. He won't go. You have they're right in the bay filming. Oh, hell no. Hey, Lisa. Someone did a GoFundMe for that guy, raised over 7K for a hotel, but he won't leave his boat, which is his home. I get it. My dad is the same. Yeah, honestly, there's so many neighborhoods around here. People 3 minutes from me have been mandatory evacuations. It's like a ghost town in certain areas. There's not forward, and I don't know if it's going to move to me, but if it does, I don't know. Yeah, for right now, it has. No, it hasn't. It's still a category, but they're saying now that it's projected to be a strong category 3, but we'll see. If it shifts just a little bit, I'll be really happy for me. Sad for other people, but happy for me. But then I'll be pissed because I got all these gas cans sitting around filled with gas, and I don't like gas sitting around my house. And I'll be pissed that there's gas cans sitting around gas. So I'll be worrying about blowing up, and I know what's going on with the truck. You guys are not gonna. You're gonna be mind blown. I am. I totally am. I feel mind effed by a Chevy. This mechanic, he's like, ma'am, there's no way. In all the years I've been a mechanic, and he's been a mechanic for 20-some years, a vehicle this age in this condition with this low miles and never missed a service that has had major issues that they've refused to acknowledge that cost you thousands of dollars. Well, just did it again. And because the whole seal on your transmission is gone. I'm like, huh? How's that possible? It was just in anyway. But yeah, and of course, dealerships closed today because of the storm. And reaching out to Chevy doesn't, we tried anyway. I'm still going to look and see. He said he's going to look some things up. He said, because this basically was a lemon you got, and this is manufacturer defect. He said, you're going through things in a vehicle that's 4.5, 5 years old, the things that people don't do when they have 15, 20-year-old vehicles. But he said the stuff that's going wrong is definitely manufacturer defect. You should have never been charged that $3,000 in the first place. But he's going to want his 1,500. You can bet he's still going to charge. And that's why I said to him, I said, well, you're going to want yours. He goes, yes, but ma'am, I'm not a Chevy dealership. They should have went back on Chevy for that. He said, I don't have the ability to get back on Chevy for it, but you do. Yeah, I don't know if you'll get anywhere, but you do. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yes, Kenna, I'm going to look at it. No, they didn't. Hey, WSU. But there's just no way that even that's the first thing he said to me. He said, "Man, you're going to be pissed," but and he said it should be happening. I know, and look how bad it was, Helen. Look at all the damage it caused. The eye, this eye supposedly projecting to maintain itself as it passes over through the peninsula, which is wow. And hopefully it won't, but so far they've been pretty spot on. So that's the excitement about the damn Chevy Colorado. I'm so pissed. Yeah, we've always been Chevy. We have bought, heck, our last, what, was either like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 vehicles from the Chevy dealership here. And we purchased ones previous back home. So I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. This truck, within a few 3 months of us buying it, has been nothing but a headache. And it's been in the shop so freaking much. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just done with it. Hey, Brandon. Well, I said hey. Hey, Michelle. As far as the hey, Brittany. Um, enough to create their superstorms could be. Um, you lost me again. Can you hear me now? Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna go on. This storm, Britt, just waiting for it. How are the kids? Yeah, they're just playing games and watching. I'm letting them have a little bit more TV time because I have a feeling that's not gonna last. That's gonna be out for a few days. So you're grounded. Yeah. Helen, or they mess with our weather all the time. Could be. Yeah, the kids are. Hopefully they'll sleep through it. Hey, Black Sheep Designs. Happy Hump Day. Mhm. Hey, Bullhorn, Bull, Jet Betty. uh, yeah, we got him, KCG. Traders and them took care of it. Door Traders and Story Night. Yeah, it's covered. Gmod, the mods got it. Hey, Karen. Hey, veteran. How's Sir Duke doing? He's a nervous wreck. He's pissed he can't be out on his patio, and it's been windy and raining. It was raining so damn hard you couldn't. Poor mama squirrel couldn't even get her peanuts. I felt so bad. I fucking went out in that damn rain. I couldn't see through nothing to get her peanuts, and she couldn't get to them. It was just raining too hard. But oh, that's because of your foot. 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, but yeah, he's pissed he can't be out on the patio. He could be, he just don't want to be. He don't like the heavy rain. Baba's been getting a lot of Benadryl. Yeah, the email's on my channel in my about section. Yeah, that I have to be. I was actually surprised, but mechanics, some of them they know the smell. But he even said, you Chevy manufacturer needs to be notified. This seal should not be non-existent. And he said it's shot, and there's just no way. Oh, the chickens. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry. Okay, Becky with the God hair. Oh, you know what? I hope I still have. Yeah, I need to give you my new number, Becky with the God hair. I had to get a new number when my phone got stolen, and because it took me a couple weeks, and I had it shut off so nobody could use it, and I lost my other number. I had to get a new number. Idiots! I was so pissed about that. I'm actually cooking to make my own oil, and I'm going to make some brownies. And it takes about 3 or 4 hours to cook it down. So I got hubby in there watching it. Oh, I'm sorry, Becky. I thought you knew that. Yeah, my phone got stolen. That cheap ass fucking $39.95. phone got stolen out of the bathroom at the store when I took it to Allison because he was puking. And I just figured, well, you could tell the phone was cheap and a piece of shit, so she must have needed it more than I did. So I left it on for a couple hours, but then I had it suspended. The grocery store in the bathroom with a 6-year old that was projectile vomiting everywhere. It was just lovely. And I just put everything down and ran him into a bathroom stall. Yeah. And there was only 2 ladies in there. So it had to be one or two. Yeah. Whatever. And the store manager said they'd been having problems, but there's no camera there in the bathroom, of course, So, but you could see who goes in and out the little hallway. And there was 3 females that went in, me and 2 other. So, and only 3 came out. But it was a $40 phone. It was a clearance phone. Oh, I'm not gonna bother the police and do something about it. It's a $40 freaking phone, okay? Like I said, maybe she needed it more than I did. Water is up to the boardwalk already. Yeah. So it took me a couple weeks to get a phone and get everything. Hey, we got and everything, and it pissed me off because I lost my number that I've had for oh my gosh, probably 15 years, 16 years. I don't know. I've had that number a long time. Yeah, that I did. The ones that weren't backed up to the cloud, I did. But I think a lot of my numbers saved. So Becky with the God hair, yours probably saved in my phone. They're in my contacts, not my phone, my contacts. Let me get it right because they'll be doing a clip about that. It's opening weekend of bow season. Oh, okay. Oh no, I just don't. I'm not one that can steal something off someone. So, I don't know. I don't know. Not something petty like that. Not something petty like a damn cheap ass generic Android phone. I mean, damn, you gonna risk getting in trouble for that? No way, not worth it. At least not to me anyway. But again, that's just me. And I don't want to search my channel. Okay. All right. I wasn't gonna play anything, just talk to you guys and maybe we'll just this is really short and I'm only gonna play about 10 minutes of it. And then if you guys want to, we can since some did want to play trivia and some were confused about it, we can do that. We can just hang out and talk storm, or we can just end it. But yeah, we can like uh, they're updating now every hour on the storm. Hey, mommy o. Some folks are already aggravating the Amish and Mennonite women over the high prices of baked goods. Oh, I'll tell you what, price gouging. Hey, Sally Mae, good to see you. Price gouging. Hey, Petty. Price gouging is a real thing. It price gouging started days ago here. I mean, you're going to pay $8 for a case of water, and there's gas stations that are already out, that have been out of gas since yesterday. It's crazy. Forget about. I mean, the store shelves were empty. Okay, T Berry, we'll do some trivia questions. We'll play a little bit of this, and then we'll do some. And I'm working on getting the games where I can download them and you guys can actually see the question on screen and answer it. You played them in other chats before, but I'm looking for a specific one because I want all genres, but I don't want it to be so stinking hard, you know. And some of those games are really like beyond, they don't even make sense. So I don't want it to be like that. But yeah. Hey, Andy Marie, it's good to see you. It's been a while. How are you? I heard the play. They could have been. I have no idea. I didn't check on plates. Hey, Glow's musical journey, but it is crazy. All right, Becky with the good hair. Yeah, there's probably a couple people think I'm ignoring them, but I'm not. I honestly, excuse me, that went down the wrong way. I honestly am not ignoring anybody. I don't have that phone number anymore. So if you're texting me or calling me on it, and that's been that way since what was it? A couple days after or it was right after my birthday, the beginning of September, or was it a week after? I don't know. It was around in there. People are stranded in traffic jams trying to evacuate. Could be. Hey, Norton girl, it's good to see you. Yeah. That's an easier said thing to. He's gonna go try to. It sucks because our truck's in the shop. It really sucks. And when I was trying to do a reservation for a rental car just in case we had to evacuate, of course, the only cars available were outrageous per day. But they had overflowing. That's why no reservation was guaranteed. So it's all right. We'll be good. We'll be good. I got a generator. I got gas for the generator. We'll be good. Jay for Justice got a hotel that is normally 64 a night, and they charged them 184 because of the storm. Sure, I believe that. But then there's a lot of hotels that if you tell them you're an evacuee, they will even give you a discount. Some do, some don't. Some get greedy. But if it comes down to it, oh, Karen, thank you. Well, welcome to Poolside. You're now a Poolside misfit like the rest of us. Thank you. I appreciate that. The memberships really help support my channel. I really appreciate that. Sick grandbabies. Oh, it's wild. My hubby got the generator all ready to go. He's got all his cords out. Hey Jan, I will. You're right, Kelly. The price gouging starts as soon as they know. You're still fighting with Google, dear Lord. I feel bad for you. That's insane. Yay, a new misfit. Yep. Hmm. I know when we had those 4 hurricanes in a row, um, and we were going to leave because we'd suffered so much damage. You know, um, the closest hotel I could find that was in Georgia that had availability. They were so sweet. They were giving Florida evacuees a discount, but then the tree came through the roof through my bedroom and The storm took my porch and my roof off, burnt completely off. I ended up not going anywhere because I had that to deal with. Gorge, what do you mean? Price gouging? Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. I know my first world problems. I have to skip ads and can't support my favorite creators. Oh, that's I can't believe they're still putting you through that. You've been trying to get that straightened out for so long. I feel bad that they're still putting you through that. I mean, at this point, come on, it's you. All right. No one else is going to fight as long as you have. It's you. It is against the law, Lord and girl, but it happens. Like I said yesterday, I paid almost $8 for what was what, seven something for a 12 pack of water. That's because the size of the bottles equals a case, which is what I said. And people were like, oh no, she don't even know what a case is. No, I was reading my receipt and that's what it says. So, oh, it probably was an accident, Lady Tara. It might have been, it was probably just an accident. Sorry about that. There was trolls going crazy and mods were trying to catch them. I'm sorry about that. Sure, Brittany. How'd it go? I know you nailed it. I don't have okay. And for some reason, I don't know. Where'd it go? Oh, well. He is going to go out and try to see if I think there's still two stores open. He wants to see if he can grab some more batteries and a couple more things for the kids. Um, but I'm not going to take the kids in. I don't want to go out in this rain. It's wild. It's like a ghost town, though. Kind of reminds me of. That was one of the weirdest things driving to Jack's to go to the doctors when when everybody was on lockdown was with when shut everything down. The government shut everything down because of C-19. It was the weirdest feeling the first time driving down there because it's a good drive. Um, it's like 50 minutes to an hour drive. So there was like no one, no one on the highways. It was weird for 9 o'clock in the morning. There was no one. And then you get to the doctor's office and they have this big tent outside, and it was just, which I appreciated because I didn't even have to do that. Hey, pretty lights. I'm also British. You American people pronounce stuff confuses me. Hey, confuses us, and we're the ones pronouncing it. I don't care to watch your chat, Betty. We're just going to listen to a couple minutes of this. That's all. If y'all don't mind. And then we can just go ahead and start asking. We'll play some. Voices had some good trivia cards. At least I knew a couple of the answers. I suck at games. But maybe she'll bless us with some of her cards. Hey, Curious, how are you? I will thank you. Doing my best. BHB looks concerned on that side. Yeah, no, she just woke up, didn't bother to comb her hair, or looks like she slept in her clothes. All she did was throw her glasses on and go live. That's gross. But okay.
We're here. I made it. It took a very, very long time to get here. You guys are probably wondering why I didn't go live
The way
last night from.
she plays a Karen the whole way through this about other drivers. Excuse me for coughing. And I'm getting sick. Son of a. It's what I need right now. It has been pouring down rain, and that idiot over there poured gas in that barrel to burn that stuff. There's no way you're going to burn all that stuff before the storm hits. How about just batting the hatches down? And you're an idiot. All it's doing is smoldering. I can't even believe it would go because of how much it's raining. But where he has it, yeah, you're an idiot. If it keeps choking me, I'm going to choke you. All that smoke is just coming right over here, and I can't breathe. Idiot. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Hey, kindly opinionated. That's a cool name. I went way up and I didn't see where anyone was timed out other than the trolls. It's all right, Sheila. It's okay. I'm not, it's not a big deal. It happens. Hey, I accidentally timed people out. Yeah, it's so easy to do, especially when chat's going or you're trying to get, hey, Sheila E. You're Gma. Kindly opinionated your bot. You're stuck on it too? You're a Floridian? Wow, we got a lot of Floridians. Sadly, this is a wide storm, so you're going to get touched in some way, at least by some heavy rain. All we can, I just hope, I'm hoping everybody's okay. I am concerned about A1A because they're just getting it fixed from the last storms and they were right in the middle of the repairs and it all had to be locked down for this. So it's really going to take a beating because the storm surge is going to be high. It's going to be bad. And that's what makes this one so nasty is the size of it and how well it's held together, and just the tornadoes are going to be bad, and so are all the storm surges, the rains. We're supposed to get so much rain, it's unbelievable. Like I said, it hasn't quit raining today at all, and this morning it was bad. It was so bad this morning. Hey, CK. Hey, the cat lady. And there's some hypocrisy going on these streets anymore, and I'm just so sick of it. All this stuff that's going on. I wish I might go to and show part of that video because you know I can't find the post that was made. I don't know if it was taken down or I'm just not seeing it. But there's some hypocrisy, and I'm still owed an apology for someone that came into my chat and was totally wrong for how they were acting, but they want owed or respect and treated different in others' chats. Yeah, okay. When I've done nothing but support that person and stick up for that person, and that's all I was doing. And I was doing a live, and the video had already been shown all over the place. I wasn't being disrespectful in any way, but I sure was disrespected. And then that person doesn't even have enough respect to say, hey, I'm sorry, I should have, because I damn sure wouldn't have went in someone's chat acting like that. But you showed me a lot when you couldn't say, hey, I overreacted, I shouldn't have did that, something, but you chose to say nothing. That shows me a lot. Just saying. I know we're several of you here. You know exactly what I'm talking about. No, I'm not in the Jacksonville area, Gma. No, no, no. I had to go down there to go to the doctor. No, I'm not in the Jacksonville area. You're in Orlando? That I-4 corridor is nuts with tornadoes today. If you, yeah, it goes both ways. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't doxing anybody. I was actually trying to defend someone I thought was a friend. Boy, was I wrong. Hey, Joanne, baby. No, no, I'm not. No, it wasn't BJ. No, BJ was never someone I associated with on here. No, you were here, CK, because even you left a comment saying, yes, you wrote an apology. You agreed. Instead, show me who you really are by just thinking it's okay that you disrespected me like that in my channel while I was live, which I would have never done to you. Show me that we weren't YouTube acquaintances or YouTube friendly or whatever you want to do. You showed me that. Yeah, you got it. No, it's just something she said in one of her videos. Someone sent me a clip, and then there was a post made. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't that kind of what you did to me in my chat? Oh, I get it. Makes it okay because you do it, right? Yeah, okay. Got it. Lesson learned. Trust and believe.
Yesterday at all, and it's because I spent 25 hours.
And I don't mean it. I mean it snarky. That's exactly how I meant it. Snarky.
Traffic. So
it pissed me off because I've been a very outspoken YouTube friend to this person, and I have stuck up and defended this person right and left. And I'm sorry, but I deserve the respect of at least, hey, I overreacted. I shouldn't have did that. Something. Instead, you choose to ignore it and then go cry because it's what? Nope. Like I said, open my eyes.
So it took me over 10 hours just to get out of the state of Florida to get here. There were no rooms available at all over the Florida.
Well, Betty, you were told that. You were told that 2 days before when you were talking about when you were leaving. People tried to tell you, but as usual, Betty, you know all. And you got this, and it's okay. You're going to be fine. Well, you didn't listen about the traffic. You didn't listen about the hotels. You're a lifelong Florida resident. You know how it goes. So, no, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. You're trying to get sympathy because you got to evacuate and not even on your own dollar. It didn't cost you a penny to evacuate, did it? Because you got people paying your way to go to court. Had you not broke the law, Betty, had the parents of a missing child not had to go the legal route because of your harassment, stalking, and threatening of them daily, day in and day out, and you violating those orders on purpose because you think you're above the law, you think your rights supersede everybody else's. Because of all of that is why you are in Tennessee going to court. It is not on anyone else. No one is to blame for any of that but you. And I'm sick of you blaming people for it. It's no hate channels. It's you. Remember Shannon Bedore? It's you. It's you. Yeah, that is like one of the most epic it's yous ever on a Housewife series. Back a few years. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I hear you, CK. And y'all know I don't get into drama. I don't get into wars or that's going on the streets. I don't get in it. I don't, but I did make a comment, and I don't care if it pisses people off. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's your kid, your grandchild, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, whatever. Family and kids should, especially kids, are off limits. Okay. I got to take this call, guys. I'm going to let this play for a minute.
As far as Tifton and even past Tifton before I finally pulled off at 4:30 a.m. and just got a few hours of sleep. I got about 4 hours of sleep, got up and was back on the road at like 8:30 in the morning. It does look like the hurricane is barreling right toward my home. I've got a lot of friends and family that live there, obviously, and we've already been battered by Storm Helene. Storm Helene battered our beaches. Our beaches, there was so much sand, nobody could get out to the beaches. They literally had to get bulldozers to take the beach back to the beach. So my area is already, just like a lot of the areas on the west coast of Florida, are really.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with super reliable internet speeds, you're always front row to the entertainment you love. Switch to Spectrum Internet Premier.
At Consumer Cellular, we pride ourselves on getting you the exact same nationwide coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. But don't worry, we've got a lot more than that going for us. Woo! Like this beautiful store in Arizona, for example. It's the perfect place for me to tell you a little bit more about our phones and how they can become your phones. You name it, we probably got it. We have the top smartphones from all the major companies. If it's state-of-the-art cameras you want with space-age metal housing, we got them. If you want a smartphone with lots of bells and whistles, but
battered from Helene.
Sorry about that. I had to
Helene
take a
was not
call.
direct hit, and literally the direct hit was
Great.
hundreds of miles away from our
Oh, my Lord.
home. It still did a lot of damage all up and down the west coast. The sheer
And I just got that one. Sorry, but it was about our truck, and he's closed now because of the storm. He's closed tomorrow. He doesn't know what's going to happen for Friday. Fuck, it could be another week till we get our truck. What the hell? Oh, I'm so over it.
magnitude of the size, the power of the rain, or the winds and stuff like that. They're saying that this one, I haven't been watching the news.
Sorry about that, guys.
Here, there, and everywhere else. So I'm hearing that
I had to take the call.
It's going to be making landfall at literally a Cat 4, possibly a Cat 3. That is still a very significant hurricane, especially if it's going to be hitting either in Manatee, Sarasota, or the Tampa Bay region. It still brings a lot of rain. A lot of people further out east are not going to get flooding, but they're going to have the winds, and the winds are very destructive. So I just thought
now, if you remember the other day,
I'm alive.
Reviewing her, and she was saying, "Oh, it's nothing," and the wind shear is breaking it up, and we're going to be safe. And I was like, no. But yeah, okay. I'm going to fast forward it though.
In Tennessee, I got 15, 20 miles an hour for literally 60% of this trip. It was a very miserable drive, very slow, lots of people trying to flee Florida. For the rest of the people, if you're getting out late, there's no point in trying to go north. Okay, I will tell you that the roads are so clogged, you're going to be stuck. My suggestion is if you're still in Florida and you're in the cone, go south. Go south and east. Go over to the East Coast.
No, don't send them east, Betty. At least not if they're in the cone, do not send them east, because the hurricane is going to exit there still at a very strong Category 1, almost Category 2. Do not send people there. A lot of those neighborhoods are evacuated. What are you doing? Now, if they're not in the cone or in the path of the direct passover, when it goes through the peninsula of the eye, then, but then feeder bands are horrendous in this storm. Do not tell people to go there, or at least specify if you're within the cone, don't go to anywhere within the cone. You think it's any easier to get out up here? Shoot. But you knew about the traffic. That's all on you, Betty. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thor. Yeah, and somebody did just ask me for to put my banner because they wanted my cash out. There. Okay. Sorry about that. I should put some music on too. But I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for that. I mean, Thor, thank you, thank you. What's the matter? Tornado hit the ground?
Go south. It's not.
Hey, sweet City. Anyone near Lakewood Park or Fort Pierce, huge tornado hit the ground. Wow. Stop playing the video. I got it. I got you. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. There's a lot of karaoke channels on YouTube. Really? I didn't know that, but I wouldn't mind checking some of them out. Hey, Shauna. Thank you guys, Whispers in the Shadow. Hey, Miss Melissa. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna fast forward through this because she's gonna tearing it out for a good 15-20 minutes about other drivers.
Not going to be.
But yeah, Betty's admitted herself that she speeds. She doesn't use turn signals and sometimes doesn't wear a seatbelt. So how is she any better? You know? We all seen what road rage she can have.
You know, further south, like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, you know, and any kind of, if you guys can get to the East Coast, even if it's directly across Daytona.
You're telling people to go to Daytona? They're evacuating half of Daytona, you idiot. Are you kidding me? You're saying, do not listen to Betty, anybody living in Florida. Do not go to Volusia County. They are evacuating a good bit of that county. It's going to take a hard hit. Those feeder bands are huge and they're getting the back end of this. Please do not listen to Betty. Oh my God.
Palm Bay, you know, Melbourne. As long as you can get over to the East Coast, you should be better off.
No, Betty, if you're in the cone, especially the closer you get to where the eyeball is passing through the peninsula, it's going to be bad. Don't tell people that. And don't send them to Daytona. They've done a mandatory curfew. Oh my Lord.
Than you are on the West Coast. So, you know, it's
Hey,
not all about just getting out of the state. It's about getting to safety.
You've had a few tornadoes?
And,
yeah. Any big damage? Yeah, go east.
The East Coast.
But don't go to where you're in the cone. And she's telling people to go directly where the massive center of the storm is projected, and it's big, so it's going to cover a big area. And Daytona's Volusia County is part of that at the end there. She shouldn't be telling people to go there. Tell them to go outside the cone. You know? Yeah, it is. My doctor's offices and stuff that's why I had to make sure I did that appointment. But They closed today and they're closed tomorrow. They were only open half a day today. And Jacksonville's only projected to get, they're not even in the cone. But they're still going to get winds and rain and storm surge, I'm sure. But they're not even in the cone. But still, you don't send people where the weather is bad. And she's an idiot. She's an idiot. I wouldn't tell anybody to go to Volusia County, to Daytona.
This point might be a lot easier.
And if it keeps shifting, telling them to go to Miami could be the worst thing you do, because that's going to shift it. The rain on if it keeps keeps shifting and shifting, which I don't know if it will. Most of the models have been pretty steady, but just a little, that may be the worst thing to tell them where to go, Betty. But you got to remember, as that thing spins, that tail end has all them huge feeder band, all that huge storm. Guess where that's going, Betty? Right where you're sending people. Good move. Oh, Lord.
Get over to. And it also will give you some protection against that.
Hey,
so for the
Julia.
people that are still there worried and wanting to get out of harm's way, that would be my suggestion. Do not go north. Do not try to leave the state of Florida.
I would head through Jacksonville. I would not, honestly, I wouldn't go south. I just wouldn't, because of the tail, the wrapper. No, I would go through Jacksonville and out. That's where I would go.
No, there's no point for that. If you try to get on the interstate to leave Florida, you're going to be in traffic. The worst thing you can be is in your vehicle when the hurricane hits. Okay, you're going to want to find a hotel that's concrete block. You're not going to want to stay in a shack on the water, no matter whether you're on the East Coast or not. It's still going to be going across the coast, across the state. But by the time it gets to the East Coast, it'll be just a tropical storm with thunderstorms.
No, you're an idiot. Why are you lying? Watch the freaking weather. It is still going to be close to Category 2, Betty. A high 1, almost 2 when it hits the East Coast, you idiot. It's not just a rainstorm. It's still going to have hurricane-sustained winds. There's going to be tornadoes in those bands, Betty. Oh, my Lord.
Storm type weather. You're going to have wind and rain, but not to the extent that we have.
Betty, the East Coast where you're telling them to go is all in the red for some of the highest storm surges in a very long time. It's bad. They've already had at least 12 tornadoes, Betty, that they put out alerts for. Stop. Watch the freaking news.
So I am safe. Delilah is not. Okay, Delilah is with mom.
But Betty, you knew this leaving. You just left yesterday. You knew this leaving. Stop it. I told you all 2 days ago when I reviewed her and she was blowing this off. I told you she was going to flip it and it's going to be the grip. And it is. It started. Hey, Duchess. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. I'm doing everything I can to keep my baby safe. I'm ready. I mean, as ready as I can be, I guess.
And of course, my best friend and her grandchildren. I'm very nervous. That's all I got to say is this storm does happen.
I mean, I don't wish. I pray your mom and Delilah, your doggy's safe. I pray everybody's safe. But Betty, I knew this is what you were going to do. I called this 2 days ago. I actually described exactly what you're sitting here doing right now. Damn, I know this woman too well. I review her too much. I can tell her what she's going to do before she does it. Jeez.
A little concerned, and it really does frustrate me because she'll be home with my family, not dealing with these lies from Sebastian's family.
You would be home with your family had you not gone beyond too far in stalking, harassing, and threatening the parents of a missing child who are innocent. There's no evidence they did anything. There is no evidence of foul play. But here we sit. And then not only did you give them no option but to seek legal on your ass, you violated the court's orders. You did, no one else. You got yourself arrested. You knew it was coming. I believe you did it on purpose. I believe you wanted it for the day of your protest, and that didn't happen. And it pissed you off that they kind of took your martyrism away because, now you're a martyr. You went to jail for a missing child. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, ma'am. You went to jail because of your dumbass. Don't put that on this kid. Leave this kid out of your crap.
This right here is taking me away, putting me in harm's way.
How is it putting you in harm's way? Actually, it's not. You got the evacuate for free. Didn't cost you a dime. And you're safe and sound. So how's that putting you in harm's way? How is you happen to go to court for your own actions? This is on no one else. You put yourself there. You did that, ma'am.
There's a lot to say about that. I know these people don't care. They didn't even give a crap about their own damn son. So it's not like I expect them to care about me or my family. But I'm going to tell you what. This is what I'm going to tell you. After this stuff is over tomorrow, which it will be, because there is no possibility the court is going to let these lie.
How's this going to be over tomorrow when you have a trial? Isn't there a court on the 23rd? According to the docket, she's been saying it's all going to be over on the 10th. But if you remember, she said the same exact thing about September 10th. It was all going to go away. It was all going to be over. And she's going to get her justice with her civil suits because of her rights being violated. Well, here we are. Now she's saying the same crap for October 10th. But according to the docket, there's another court hearing the 23rd. I just don't, Betty, you have a way of skirting through all the time, skirting by. I don't know how you do it. Well, yeah, I do. It was always family that was involved. This time it's not family. And this time it's actually the state coming after you, not the Proudfoots or the Bower Sox. It's the state who's prosecuting you for your violations, not them. Stop laying it on them. They don't have the authority to have you prosecuted for violating the protection orders. The court does. The DA does. They don't. They can go and say you're violating them till they're blue in the face, and if it's not a true violation, nothing's going to happen to you. You got arrested because you literally broke the law. Plain and simple. You broke the POs. And you still are. You haven't stopped. And I hope the court's aware of that. And I hope the court's aware of the stuff you've been saying yet again. I don't know. I'm hoping there is consequences. There needs to be. But like I said, you've always managed to skirt by because it's always been a relative. I'm not so sure this time. I don't know. If the judge follows the law, then no, you're not going to skirt by. But I'm not the judge. We'll all have to see tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what should happen, but it doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. But at least you're safe out of the hurricane.
Go through and continue. I just don't believe.
Hey, beautiful disaster.
There's nothing in my body, mind, and soul that makes me believe that a judge.
Yeah, that's because Betty's lawyer Betty's lawyer filed to have the protection orders dismissed. And they prematurely filed a dismissal on Chris's, which couldn't be accepted by the court because it was still ex parte. They hadn't even had a hearing on Chris's yet. And of course, jumped the gun. But of course, they're going to, that standard for him to file to have the orders dismissed. And they also have to address Chris's tomorrow as well. But she still, whether they're dismissed or not, the violations happened while they were in place. So I don't. One would think they wouldn't get dismissed, but like I said, I'm not the judge. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. Well, I'll have to wait to see tomorrow. Apparently, there's going to be people showing up. I cannot believe people are going to support her. But honestly, they're not going for her. They're going because Seth is going to be there. Tony's going to be there. And they just don't see how wrong that is that they are there. That is so wrong to put this piece of shit in front of your son who is missing. That's my opinion, and that's what you're doing. You're putting Betty before your son. Because at the end of the day, that is your son's mother. She felt enough that she needed to seek this kind of protection. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what's the matter? Who's timing out for what? What are you talking about? Oh, in case there's... Oh, you mean because of the storm, Petty? I don't know. I must have missed something. I'm trying to catch up here. What's going on in chat? Can we all just get along? Anyway.
Have the wool pulled over his eyes like this and not be pissed off. He's about to find out that they lied to his face, including a detective. And I have to think that this just, no matter how you look at it, the judge never violated my rights. So I believe he follows the law. I believe the law is very clear. So when this is all over with, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be very, very angry because I've got a hurricane that's coming to my house.
I got to reach out to you and give you my new number. It's finally going to be my permanent number. Thank you, T. It's good to see you, T. Hey, Nurse Bev. It's good to see you, T. Hey, Wise Angel. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you. The detective did not lie. They did not lie. Betty, honestly, after reading the filings, honestly, there's things I feel that were left out that should have been put in there that you've actually done against them, to them. But I'm not, it's not my, not my place to tell them, but maybe they'll bring it up at the court. I don't know. But there's some things that I think should have been it should have been included in that you have your actions. But, we'll let the states, that's the lawyer, let them handle it. Yeah, please, everybody, hit that thumbs up. Hey, Captain Ganja. Hey, butter. What's the matter, Thor? I'm not watching much more of it. We'll do some trivia. What's the matter? She's about done. I don't want to watch her rant about drivers. I don't care.
And I've got to be here in Tennessee dealing with this bullshit. And I'm going to say it just like that, bullshit. Taking me away from my family, taking me away from the good that we could do to help other people. But these people are selfish. Huh? They don't care about anybody but themselves.
Wait a minute.
Covering their own.
Taking you away from the good you can do by helping other people, Betty, you weren't helping anybody. You weren't doing anything. What the hell are you talking about?
Ask for the damages that they've done. The damages that they have done to their family, their own child.
If you are strung out on an
Okay,
opiate of some
I
kind,
don't
like
want-
fentanyl
no,
or heroin,
hey,
and you
look,
desperately want to take
mods,
your life back,
please, no
you have no idea
arguing
where to
amongst
go
the
or
mods.
what to do, and maybe you can't leave
My
work,
mods
maybe you
know
can't leave
me.
your family. That is a
If a mod times out somebody
And I'm
or
angry.
deletes a comment,
I should not
please
be
let
here.
it
I should
go.
be with my
That
family.
mod red flagged it for a reason. Let's not fight amongst each other. Okay, let's chill out. I didn't see the comment. I don't know what's being said. Thor's is a good mod, so, and he just looks out to protect me. That's not, let's not have no fighting. And sometimes it may seem like good advice, and I'm not taking any, I'm just saying, but YouTube can be real finicky with chats. It can be real finicky. Hey, Bamaji. A Castleberry. Yeah, she doesn't know. Betty reads the law, but Betty doesn't comprehend the law.
I should be making sure that my family, my community, and my friends are safe right now, as we've got a
But you knew about the storm when you left yesterday. It was a Category 5 yesterday. You've known about this storm. You weren't caring or worrying about him yesterday when you were going live talking about leaving the last couple of days. Stop it, Betty. This is all an act. And that's why you're looking away from the camera. This is some bullshit.
Category 4 heading our way. But no, I'm here in Tennessee dealing with these idiots. These lying criminal elements and idiots
I have no
that
idea,
most likely
Karen,
did
probably
something
not.
terrible to
Hey,
their child.
Aristocrat. Hey, Robo.
So they've had every opportunity.
No, ma'am. You caused this. This is all on you. No one caused this but yourself. And Betty, you knew you did nothing. You weren't doing anything but sitting at home going live bitching. So, yeah, okay. Maybe that's helping by you staying in your house and leaving people alone.
Opportunity to stop this nonsense, to stop this charade. They've had every opportunity to tell the courts that they were
All right,
wrong.
guys.
And that
T. Marie's here. She'll straighten it all out, won't you, T? Hey, Orion.
they lied and they choose to keep going
I
down
think T's been with me the longest. Her and Hope.
this path. They have no
We've
evidence.
been around each other a long time. By YouTube standards. Oh, you said about writing your name on you during a hurricane? I've seen them say that to people in shelters. If they didn't have, the proper ID, and your ID, you can have it in your bag, but sometimes you're not with your bag. So I've actually seen them, if you can't wear like a dog tag or something, they will ask you to do things, especially if the weather's just going to be, and you're getting a bad hit and you just can't get away from it. You just have to hope for the best. I've seen things like that, but I get how some can take it as an insensitive comment too. It's just,
To support the claims unless they manufacture them, and that's even worse in a court's eyes. than lying. So, because you actually had to go out of your way, you know? So
I
I
mean,
feel confident.
what are the first things they ask? Identifying marks or tattoos or anything like that. Sad but
that
true.
this is going to go my way tomorrow.
Hey,
feel
I wouldn't put it
confident.
past them to want to start putting, you know, maybe not now, but the way they are about everything, 20 years from now, we might all have little barcodes or something somewhere that they can just scan, you know? I wouldn't put nothing past the government. Nope.
This is all going to go away. As much of what I said on August 22nd, if you go back to that, like I said, everything I put out there, I told you exactly what was going to happen and what was not going to happen. They wanted to see me in jail, and they didn't care how much their criminal activity
It's
or
not
enterprise
pleasant, but it is what it
or
is.
what they had to do in order to accomplish that illegal means. Somebody's going to be paying for this. Somebody is going to be paying for
Yeah.
all of this, and it's not going to be me. I can promise you that.
Oh, it's not?
I
It's
can
not.
promise
Wait,
you
what'd
that.
she say?
I can promise you that. All of this, paying for this, to accomplish that illegal means, activity or enterprise, or what they had to do in order to accomplish that illegal means. Somebody's going to be paying for this. Somebody is going to be paying for all of this, and it's not going to be me.
Oh
I
my
can promise you
Lord.
that.
So she thinks in her twisted, distorted reality, hey, Queen Widow, that this was all set up. She was set up. This was done to her. She did absolutely nothing. And it's the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks and the county, but not the judge, just the police and the attorneys, everybody but the judge. Huh. Okay. I got the email. Yeah, I'm trying to diffuse it. Anyway, Betty. So you're telling me that a whole police department, well, at least, well, many members of the police department, the prosecutor's office, they're all going to risk their careers, risk everything to put a nobody who's at the end of the day isn't relevant in their case, except for mucking it up, causing interference and chaos. Really, you're just an average Joe, not a front row Joe, an average Joe. And I know you need these orders done away with, Betty, because allegedly, if you have these protection orders against you, you might lose your spot as a front row Joe. I don't know. Allegedly, that's, what's being said. And I get how important these next rallies are to you with the election right around the corner. So, yeah, yikes. I mean, you haven't been going to any. So, I don't know.
I can promise you that. Yes, thank you for the cash link being thrown out and everything like that. We are
Nick
still
Mama.
raising $4,500.
Oh,
I know
Petty,
that
I
we
love
had
you
to,
guys. You guys are all, I appreciate every one of you. And Petty, I love you. Actually, I do. Things can just be, maybe misunderstood, or maybe someone's trying to protect me in my chat. And some things, are hard to hear, but everybody get wrong. It's okay. It's all right. Come on, mods. I don't want you guys fighting. Come on. Petty, I get where you were coming from. I do. And YouTube's real wanky. And, you know, it's, hey, I'm a seahorse. And it's, hey, Lake Breezes. It's touchy. Cubbies. Cubbies Gator. Oh, cool. Yeah, come on. No mods talk to each other like that. Come on. Let's stop. Let's stop. Please. Oh, on your phone? Okay, Rebel. I get it. Dora's an awesome mod. Starry Night's an awesome mod. And the comment was harsh to them. So why not just let that go? But we don't have to start cussing each other out, attacking each other. That's no way to do it. We're adults. Let's talk. And they're also looking out for me. So I get your side. I get everybody's side here. But they do, and I've seen it, where they do ask people to do that. I mean, it's a touchy subject. And they're looking out for me as well. I know. That's why let's not do that. Yeah, it was. I'll show an update here in a minute. Betty's I'm about done with this.
Raise money. It's like every time we raised money, it went straight to the attorney, but we still have to pay back $4,500. Right now, we have maybe $200 in the coffers. Oh, thank you, Misty. God bless you.
So Betty's not raising the legal fees. So how's she gonna? So someone lending it to her or something, and then she's supposed to pay them back? My guess is TT. Oh, Tiki Doggy, Tony. I don't know. Yes, we can all disagree respectfully. Thank you, T. Murray. We're not all going to feel the same. We're not all going to agree on everything. And that's okay. But we can all handle it respectfully.
So we're going to keep doing that. It's been a little crazy. We haven't really been trying to do fundraising. I just wanted the bleeding to stop.
So she's not bleeding. Betty, you haven't gotten any money in to bleed. What are you talking about? You've been asking for this $4,500 for days and days, and well, I don't know. I can see where your jealousy is coming in at. You can't raise what you need for your legal defense. So I get where your jealousy is coming in at. Totally.
I just needed to know what the final cost was for the attorney. And when we finally ponied up the last $1,000, it drained the rest of the coffers out for that last $1,000. And so now we're basically starting from scratch. But you know what? It's all in God's hands. So we'll get what we can get over to the people that we need to get it to pay them, back as the money comes in. That's all we can do. So it's almost Christmas. I don't want people taking money out of their Christmas fund. Hey, allegedly with Brittany J. It's nice to see you, my love.
Brittany.
So, Christmas is coming and we care about our people.
Before I was born, how did I get inside mommy's tummy?
So we want to make sure.
Guys, we care about our people. But my links are all right here in your face every 2 minutes. And I've just said how many times in the last 10 minutes that you could donate to the legal fund that we've only got 200 in it and we need 4,500. But guys, she's worried about people having Christmas. Hey, Banana Pug.
Sure you guys have. We're not going to sit
hey,
here.
Hey, Bets. Look. Are you really concerned about someone having Christmas? Would you like to pay my mechanic bill? Please. That would be amazing. I'm kidding.
No matter how hard this channel is, hurting or whatever, we're not going to have our hands out during Christmas time. We want you to spend your money and stuff on your Christmas and on your family.
But you do, and you just ask for help. And you do, though. See, that's Just so what? You're asking for help with your legal fees. So what if your supporters want to give it to you? I personally wouldn't, because you should have never went after the family of a missing child who there's no evidence did anything wrong. You've caused this on your own. No, honestly, I would not. But I'm not a fan. So, but so what? I mean, oh, never mind, because you people don't get it. Forget it.
Not be worrying about this. This too shall pass. We're just a dollar will do type people. So if you have an extra $1 or $2 to throw around, please just.
But you're right about that. I do have to give you one thing, Betty. You're right about that. If you have 800 people in your chat and they all give you $1, that's $800. So I get that. I truly do. I'm still not giving you $1, but I get it.
The legal fund that we still have to reimburse.
And it can add up really quick.
That's all it is. I mean,
do you have to reimburse? Is it Tony?
It will be paid back.
Is it Tony? Because you had to pay Tony the $2,500 back, right? For to finish paying the retainer for the attorney, and now you need another $4,500 for court. I think you're going to need more than that, Betty. You've got a whole trial to go through on the 23rd, according to the court document. A whole court case. So I don't know. Whatever your attorney. Good luck. Good luck is all I can say. I'm sure you'll be okay. Tony and Seth are taking care of you, right? I mean, you're their mouthpiece out here. You're the one out here that has no boundaries and will do and say anything. And they're taking full advantage of that. So they should. But who knows? I think it's sick that he's showing up in court to stand with you. Because at the end of the day, that is the mother of his missing child. That is her child that is missing as well. Just saying.
It gets paid back. There's no real
easy
way to do it. So, what do you do? What do? You just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and over time, everything will work its way out. So that's just how I believe. But you guys just say a prayer for our state. At the end of the day, I'm safe, but there's a whole lot of people that are not. And that really, really hurts my heart. Thank you, Lady for Justice. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I was on the way to Tennessee, being in that car for hours and hours and hours. I had to start listening to something. My back hurts really bad too. I mean, that was awful. It was just awful. Thank you, Maggie. God bless you. What was I getting into? I forgot oh yeah. So I was driving. And I don't know if you guys heard of, there's a new creator, and they were in my For You page. I don't know how I stumbled across them. And it's Lady for Justice or Lady for Freedom or Lady Freedom. Is it Lady Freedom or Lady for Freedom? Something like that. I can't remember, but she did or he did. I think it's a she. Oh, thank you, Miss Lee Mama 3. God bless you.
Okay, I'm trying to type a message. It won't let me type the message.
Video.
Where'd my message go?
And the first part, she even did another 30-minute video, but it was just basically cutting off her commentary before she started her video. And she took all of these clips from all the contradictions and everything else, and
there isn't all these
really
contradictions, and I don't
got
care.
Under my skin, to the point that if we came to a full stop, I would have probably gotten out, knocked on some windows, and started yelling at them, asking them what in the F they think they were doing. When we're trying to leave the state of Florida, we have emergency lanes, okay? And we're very we love our roadways. We keep our roadways very clean, we don't have potholes. We in Florida, we maintain our roads very, very well. Okay. It's just I don't know.
In certain spots.
We all just like our roads maintained. Okay. So we have nice, beautiful sides on our interstate. And you have one on the right and one on the left. And typically, whenever you have any type of car problems, you want to proceed to the right-hand side. Why? Because that's where for emergency vehicles.
Oh, this is where she Karen's out.
Broke down and you have no place to go, right?
She's Karening out about other drivers.
You get out of the traffic wherever you can. We prefer people going to the right, but if all you can do is go to the left, you go to the left. We're in like, there's a lot of
Oh,
people on the
thank you,
road that are going
Karen.
20 miles an hour. We're evacuating. Okay. I'm not evacuating. I'm coming to court. I would never evacuate. I would move around Florida to where I'm comfortable, but I've never left Florida
Exactly,
for
I'm
a
a
hurricane,
seahorse.
ever. Okay. So it's not like I'm going to start now. There were cars going in the left side emergency lane to get ahead of the traffic. Now, that upset me.
Betty, that's an everyday occurrence in traffic jams, Betty. You know that. You've been in them.
A few, for a
That'd
few
make it
reasons.
okay.
One, it's just wrong.
But I'm
People
not
are
gonna
there,
I'm not gonna care about it for 10 minutes.
all trying to leave. I think it's rude and very disrespectful to other people that you think that you are more entitled to leave by illegal means, by doing
Betty, are we doing a bed confessional today? Because you do that. Remember how you say you speed and don't use turn signals or your seatbelt a lot, and how your road rage is, Betty? Yeah. You got no room to talk about anybody.
proper things as to going into the emergency lane and basically opening it up as a fourth lane while we're all stuck in that lane. I think it's just rude. I think it's low manners, and it's people thinking that they're above everybody else. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But it wasn't even that. You mind your own business. You say, what an asshole, and you keep doing your thing, right? What really got under my skin is because they were doing this illegal situation, driving in an emergency lane when it's for emergency vehicles. On 2 or 3 separate occasions, I had to watch these cars have to be moved into the left-hand lane so that first responders could get through to go help somebody, because there were wrecks all over the road. And I was so angry at that moment, thinking that could be somebody dying right there. And because of these yahoos clogging up the emergency lane and preventing the...
Now, that's not what her problem really was. Hey, the Art of Handmade Dolls. The problem is Betty was stuck in traffic and she's pissed that somebody got a couple car lengths ahead of her.
ambulances from making its way to the victims. That's what pissed me off more than anything in the world, more than their rudeness, more than them not caring about anybody else and being so stinking selfish. It was the fact that they were willing to jeopardize people's lives. Oh, thank you, Yeda. That was not necessary, but very much appreciative. Thank you. And I gotta tell you, that's what really pissed me off the most. And I just, there for the second, it's like you almost want to call law enforcement and say, you need to get somebody out here to man the emergency. But it's like, we're dealing with hurricanes. Law enforcement has a hell of a lot more things to worry about. And I just wish people on the roadways would understand we're all in the same position.
I'm done hearing the Karen.
And we all should be helping each other people in an effort to...
I can't listen to her, Karen, no more. When she's just as bad, let's see what she says after that.
Is stupid, okay? We're all in the same boat. We got under...
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle
Sorry,
of New York
guys, I
City
couldn't listen to
without
her,
anybody
Karen,
seeing?
anymore.
Under my skin. But again, I did to people as I wish they would do to me. If they needed to get over, I let them over. Yes, even semis. Especially semis.
So now Betty needs a pat on the back because she let 2 cars over into the lane so they could move for an emergency vehicle. So now Betty needs pats on the back. Got it.
Because they're so big, there's too many Richards on the road that want to do bumper to bumper to keep a semi from being able to get in front of them. I think that's stupid. We're all going 14 miles an hour. Where do you think you're going to go? You're going nowhere. Quit being a Richard. Let the guy over. Okay? Those are just a few things that really rubbed me the wrong way while I was trying to drive out of the state of Florida. None that really affected me. Just observant type of stuff that really just got under my skin. But just say a historic
Let me go over here.
hurricanes, and now guys, let's just take a moment of silence for Quentin Simon today. His mom is her trial starts today. I'm here. I can't be there. I had always anticipated on being at Linlani, seeing that case through, and once again, because of these idiots, other people have to take a back seat. But that's
No, Betty. This is all on you. You're the idiot. And the idiots you're running with, that are co-signing and pushing you to do this behavior. Or not pushing you, but co-signing and supporting it, stirring it up with you. That's whose fault it is. No one else's. Your own. Pat yourself on the back for that.
it's okay. At the end of the day, like I said, they can have their laugh now, but by the time this is all said and done, I promise you they will not be laughing. None of them will be. Not the people that lied
truck
under
drivers,
oath to get
that's
these
right.
protective orders, not the content creators that brigaded the DA and the sheriff's office to make them think that I was a freaking terrorist.
I didn't hear anybody call you terrorist but you yourself. But Betty, you did harass, stalk, and threaten them. You followed Mr. Bowersox. You then proceeded to jump out your car like a raving lunatic and verbally assaulted that man. You were in their hometown stalking them. You printed up Chris's picture and went to where he went to high school and grew up and went into stores and told people that he was responsible for his stepson's disappearance. You had other people go do it as well. You had other people follow them. You went to his job, one of his old job sites. You went to his home. Okay.
They all did this.
They all did this.
They all have unclean hands in all of this. Me going.
Wait a minute. No, ma'am. You did this. You deserve the biggest pat of all because you did this. Your actions, your behavior, your words, your mouth, and you continue doing it. You accept no responsibility. You think that the laws don't apply to you and that you can say and do what you want with no consequences because you've gotten away with it for so long. Finally, you met people that aren't willing to let you get away with it anymore. That's who deserves the pat, not you, them. Because you need stop so you can't do this to the next family, to the next victim. And you'll have one. Piece of shit. Oh, Julie A, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. I so appreciate that. That means a lot. Welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're now misfit like the rest of us. Please thank Julie A for the gifted membership. Bombs. Becca got one. Cool. Jasmine Sunshine. Terry Dean. Remy. Oh, welcome, guys. You're now misfits like the rest of us. Short and sweet. We all know this is going to be addressed at the next council meeting. Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
A crime. These people are evil, but I can promise you by the time it's all said and done, they will not be laughing. Not one damn one of them. I can promise you that. That's one.
Betty, I don't think they're laughing. Do you think? Don't you? I mean, come on. She's going through the worst time of her life. Her son is missing. And she's got some idiot on YouTube stalking, harassing, and threatening her and her entire family. Digging into stuff that's none of your business, that has nothing to do with this, and just really is none of your business. Because you're not relevant in the case at the end of the day. And you're lying about them. You're accusing them of being murmurers. You about right accused her of multiple things that I don't want to repeat anymore because no, Betty, you did this.
One promise, I will give my channel, because I don't give my channel.
Oh, the cat lady, welcome to Poolside. And you're a misfit like the rest of us. Hey, Demon Chihuahua. It's good to have you. We need all the misfits we can get. So, well, we've got to wait and see what's got. Honestly, I'm as ready as I can be. We're waiting to, hopefully it won't be bad, but it's a nasty storm. But we should be okay. I mean, I'm ready if we lose power. So, her voice hurts your head. Yeah, it does. It does. And I think in case, I don't know. Well, see, the last hurricane, the kids slept right through, but it wasn't nothing. This is something. I don't know. I may end up with everybody in my bed. I don't know. Gonna wait and see. It just sucks. It's so late at night. I hate when they're late at night.
Promises unless I know what's going to happen. So we are going to pray that they get their just desserts. And that will be coming. So that's where we're at right now.
Look at her. She's looking away. She knows there's no just desserts for them because she knows she's wrong. That's why she's not looking at the camera.
It's sad that they've turned yet another case into a circus. They did this with Summer Wells.
Huh?
They did this with Quentin Simon, and they did this with Sebastian Rogers.
What?
This with Quentin Simon. It's sad that they've turned yet another case into a circus. They did this with Summer Wells. They did this with Quentin Simon, and they did this with Sebastian Rogers. And we know it's them, even though they kept trying to blame it on us for the last two cases. Now that...
What are you talking about? It is you. Who else is pulling over police officers to cry to them and then lie and say you got pulled over? Who else is going to the parents' house and stalking and harassing them? Who's put out tons of misinformation and disinformation in this case? You have. What are you talking about? You are the chaos in these cases. You're a big part of it. You are not the only part. You are a big part of it. What? I don't get how Florida and their evacuation works because I know people in Largo on Tampa Bay and haven't been told to leave, so are staying. That's weird to me. Yeah, I don't make no sense of it either. Because if you go 3 minutes from my house, that whole neighborhood's gone. They evacuated the neighborhood, and hardly anybody stayed behind. It's weird how they do it. Not even 3 minutes from my house, but yeah, I missed the update. I'll have to go in and watch it. But anyway,
the wool is, away from our eyes. It's not being pulled over our eyes. We clearly see who the chaos is coming from. We don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I really don't care. I just know that we have. It sounds like people are committed to getting it stopped, and we're very thankful for that, and very thankful for the help.
She's batshit crazy, people. She's batshit crazy. I'm doing okay. I don't know what's gonna happen with the storm. I do imagine we're gonna lose power, but I'm okay. I'm ready for that. Got the generator set up and ready to go. I'll be okay. No, I'm not muted. Okay. It might be the weather. Has she never watched her own videos? Yeah, we all know Betty watches her own videos. She plays them all. Betty, you've caused chaos in every case you've inserted yourself in. What are you? This has not been created at you. This has been created by you. This is
But
nuts.
anyways, that's where we're at, guys. I didn't want to take too much of your time. I've got to get on the road. I've got to get packed up. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on and let you guys know I was so stinking exhausted, and we had to go. They won't let me go into the community without people following me. So at the end of the day, we had to have a
Betty's in danger and they've got to escort her around Tennessee. Get the hell out of here. No one's following that piece of shit. No one cares. Are you kidding me?
meeting point. They knew I was coming up, so they came and met me down here, and then we're going to be making the trip on up. So I'm very thankful for them, very thankful for everything that they've, I've got a lot of great people, and I'm very blessed.
No one is after you, Betty. You're the threat. You're not the one in danger. No one is following you. No one cares. No one's bothering you. This is a joke. This is nothing but for more attention, to spin it because more questions are being asked about certain videos and certain comments. And this is another way to spin the attention right away from that and back onto all the drama and chaos you're a big part of causing.
For those great people. So, yep, and the real Me Too will be here. You're getting here today.
Yeah.
Now,
she already met up with Tony and his wife. They are now going to escort her into Tennessee. And she can't go anywhere without someone either taking her or following her because, she's in danger. This is so pathetic.
just remember, if you're coming in, travel. So just FYI, if you're rolling in, just know that it's right according to the GPS.
If you want to get your name, phone number, and address off the internet, but want to handle the removals yourself, Optory's free opt-out guides are amazing. When you sign up for Optory's free...
I am safe. I'm just worried about Delilah. I got to be honest with you. I'm worried about my mom. I'm worried about Delilah. I'm worried about my best friend and her family. I'm not, I keep staying calm. I'm still in denial. Like, I don't feel like the hurricane is barreling right toward my house. And I kind of feel like something will happen to slow it down. Something will have it, turn or something like that. Even though in the back of my head, I know that that's probably not true. Even though I want it to be, but it's probably not true, but it sucks. I don't know. Yes, Tony and his wife are very, very nice. But it wasn't supposed to be like this. It's just the travel time got really, really bad and put me off schedules to that. But like I said, we'll be rolling in a burn and everything like that. So anybody that's coming and you might want to the real Me Too, you might want to go ahead and put your path of travel in. I can tell you that mine said XYZ hours. And as I got stuck in traffic, it got longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. So I would honestly say that you might want to leave sooner than later. Make sure that you don't have any down highways water issues because there was, Helene has done a number on Georgia and North Carolina and Tennessee. So you might want to just check your path and get on path sooner than later.
Oh, I was sorry, I was muted. I was talking to the kids. Betty, or they're playing Betty. They are. And she thinks she's playing them, and she is in a sense. However, what they didn't take into account because because they're idiots, they didn't bother to check into anything. Was how Betty does people. But once they became aware, they don't want Betty coming at them right now. That would be the worst thing that could happen to Tony and Seth, is if she turned on them. And we all know Betty would. If she thinks it's going to benefit her and they piss her off, she'll do it. So I think they're really walking on eggshells because it's all backfired on all of them. They all thought they were using each other, and now they got shit on each other, and now they're stuck with each other. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was muted just a minute ago because I was talking to my kid.
I can't sit. I gotta go outside for this. We used to live Brandon and would go to small beaches in Bradenton for seashells. Yeah. Well, I used to collect the cocaine anyways. My vape. And thank you. I haven't checked out PayPal yet, but thank you guys. Whoever sent the stuff, I do appreciate all the love, support, the help. But just know that I'm safe. Oh, stay safe and good luck with court. I want cameras in the courtrooms just to make sure my rights are not violated. And if they are,
no, that's not true. You think that you're some kind of martyr. Betty, you don't care if it's bad attention or good attention. All you think is this is getting you out there and making you famous. And it's making you it's making you infamous, not famous. It's making you look like the idiot you are, in my opinion. But it is just my opinion.
They're going to be on every freaking national channel across this country. But
so she wants it to go national on every channel across this country, and that's not happening.
I just want this to be over and done with, and I'm ready for the second part to begin, because there's definitely going to be a second part to this, and that's already been worked on and worked out, and just waiting for this to go away, and we're moving forward. So I'm perfectly confident.
What's the second part? You mean you're going to file more frivolous lawsuits against people?
That the stuff in Tennessee will be handled appropriately. And then when we get back, I've got to find out whether I even have a house. And if I do still have a house, I still have to, start digging in the freaking yard and getting the clean out valve put in, the clean out opening put into my plumbing, which is going to suck, but I'm not paying somebody $23 or whatever dollars to do it when I can do it myself. So I'm safe, guys. Just pray for Delilah, pray for my mom, pray for my best friend and her family, and then pray for everybody in the state of Florida that's in the path that's going to be affected, because we're dealing with enough right now with Helene, and this is going to be absolutely just one thing we do not need for the state of Florida right now. Okay, there's going to be a loss of life because of this hurricane. And that's the most concerning for me, is the loss of life, because there's no way around it. we can make all the preparation in the world, and we're still going to have a few people lose their life.
Betty, this is not some big criminal case. Is she fucking for real? She really thinks she's all that important and that this is some big civil rights case. It's not. She's nuts.
It just is what it is, and that's what you just wonder whose number's up this time. Is it going to be somebody you know? So I'm praying to God it's just not anybody I know, but it's still somebody that somebody knows. What do you do? What do you do? Just say a prayer for Florida, guys. Just say a prayer for Florida. Florida is going to need all the prayers that we can possibly.
Exactly, Betty. And I tried to tell you this 3 days ago. For the last 3 days while you were blowing it off. I told you, here's Peter Bands. Oh, the wind's picking up. I told you this didn't feel right. And you've been here long enough. This thing is just too big.
Muster, because after tomorrow, somebody's life is going to forever be turned and changed. Probably many of thousands of people. I know people's lives are forever changed because of what happened in Fort Myers. I know my life is forever changed because of what I witnessed down in Fort Myers, and to think that might be coming to my backyard is pretty terrifying. So anyways, guys, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, and I need to get my head in the right. Thank you, Ginger Girl. God bless you. I need to get my head in the right mindset, and I've got to get, get working. So lots of pressures on Betty's plate today. Lots of pressure on Betty's plate.
But you caused it all
today. So we're just going to put it in God's hands. We're going to put all this in God's hands. That's all we can do. Anyways. All right, guys, I love you. God bless.
Well, if she's not done, wait a minute.
We'll go live later tonight. Get everybody, I don't know. It'll most likely be well after 5 this afternoon. We have a lot of interfere with any of their shows or anything. Like, tune in if you're in another show or anything. Support over here but
I think
there may
she's
be
done.
a point when I can't. So we'll see how everything goes. If you're going to be here on the 10th, please don't forget, everybody, if you can, wear something green to honor Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's the most important. Green shirts, green ribbons, a pin, something. That's really kind of what we are going for. Okay, guys? Oh, hey, River, it's nice to see you. Abigail, nice to see you as well. Pebbles, my mod squad, everybody, it's nice to see you. Thank you for the love and support. When I have an opportunity, I will be back as soon as possible just to fill you in on everything. But as far as the legal stuff and what I'm going through, I most likely will not discuss it until after my trial is over. So,
but you said it was all going to be over tomorrow. So, and that's not your trial tomorrow. So which is it, Betty?
The trial is over, I'll be a little freer to discuss stuff, and so I'll discuss it at that point. So anyways, guys, I love you. God bless you. And we'll see you soon. Okay. But I'm okay. Just say a prayer for everybody else, and definitely say a prayer for Delilah, because she's my heart and soul. You guys know she's my baby. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. God bless you. You guys know she's my baby. And, being without her has been really hard on me. Every time we go on these trips and I got to leave her behind, it's very hard on me. But leaving her behind with a natural disaster of this magnitude coming, it's very scary for me. Okay. So thank you, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Just.
One thing I do say, though, I do pray for everybody here in Florida. This is a bad storm. All we can do is buckle down and hope for the best. Really, I mean, what else can you do? I can't beat it. Yeah, yeah. The trial for her violations of the POs. Hey, Quillen, I love the storms. Oh, I do too. Thank you. I love to go watch them over the ocean. They're beautiful. Yes, the prop with the Bower Sox have an attorney. Hmm. But for the criminal charges, it's out of their hands. It's up to the state. It's going over the Pierce plant. Hurricane Agnes. Yeah. I think it is. Starry Night. I think it is. Yeah, it's up to the DA. This is out of their hands. This is beyond anything they could do. You know. But I do just hope everybody's safe from the storm. Stays as safe as they can. Uh, we're starting. The winds are starting to pick up from the little feeder bands. Are starting to get worse, and it's still hours away. Wow, feeder bands are going to be nasty. Yeah, they do. They do hope. Hey, Tracy, I'll be cool. I'm so thankful we have a generator. I am so thankful we have a generator. Do you guys want to see the corn? I mean, I'm sure you all watch the news. Yes. Yes, Kool-Aid. No, not yet. My truck is in the shop, but yeah, not yet. Hey, Crazy Crystal. There's areas around me that have mandatory evacuations, and everybody's instituting a curfew. So, um, yeah, yeah, Ken, I question that too. It's moving faster than expected. I'm gonna bring up the latest one real quick. Um, they're giving updates now. Well, the news stations will stay on 24 hours about the hurricane now. They were doing hourly updates. Uh, from the weather service. Hmm. Live footage. That's 2 days ago. 3 minutes ago. Here we go. I'll share this one. This was 3 minutes ago. I don't know. This is just Fox 13, but it'll give all the areas. But yeah, all stations will stay on 24-hour hurricane now. Which we have a channel that is nothing but Florida news. So it's 24 hours. Well, a lot of it's on a loop. But there's no need. I mean,
Things
every
make a
station.
real impact in the world when you choose the giving pump at Shell.
As we're coming in?
It is. And let's go through the 5 a.m. advisory just a sec. Before I got to get you through the radar first because we're getting some pretty heavy rain around the Tampa Bay area too, and some embedded thunder and lightning right around
This was
Port
13
Charlotte.
hours
So a little bit of
ago.
rumble of thunder there. Some of these heavy.
Wait a minute. This said 3 minutes ago, and there it says 13 hours ago. What the hell? It says updated 3 minutes ago. This is what and this it gave me. Okay, let's
As
see
we're
what the
coming in?
update
It
is.
is, and let's go through the 5 a.m. advisory just a sec. Before I got to get you through the radar first because we're getting some pretty heavy rain around the Tampa Bay area too, and some embedded thunder and lightning right around Port Charlotte. So a little bit of rumble of thunder there. Some of these heavier downpours are actually working their way, kind of a south to north setup this morning. It's raining all over Hillsborough, Pinellas, going down into Manatee and Sarasota. And I know what you're thinking, like, wow, look at all the rain from that storm. This isn't even from Milton. This is out ahead of Milton. So we're going to get these on and off rain showers throughout the morning.
Yeah, it's going to be
but
a
as far
bad
as the
one.
steadiest and the heaviest rain and the heaviest winds, that won't be until much, much later today, and may not be, honestly, most of it
Look at
until the
that
sun
thing.
actually goes down. So here's a
That thing
picture
is
of Milton
massive.
with its 160-mile-per-hour winds. And when you hear that number, and of course, everybody gets scared. The only folks that will experience these extreme winds, and it's forecasted to make landfall as a Category 4 hurricane now. I mean, it's going to be right on the coast, on the cusp of a Category 3 or 4. Okay, and the only people that are going to experience that kind of wind
St. Pete
are
now.
ones that are right around the center when it makes landfall. But we will get those 100-mile-per-hour tropical, 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts in the Tampa area overnight tonight as well. They did nudge that line maybe 10 miles north from where they did yesterday, and somewhere in here, this is where your hurricane is going to make landfall, folks, within this cone from northern Pinellas to just north of Fort Myers. Somewhere in here, this is the spot. And just to the south of where this happens is where you're going to get that 10 to 15-foot storm surge. Now, the timing of this, 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. So
the updated cone actually shifted a little bit more. Nice. Look at that storm surge, though.
We got some time here before this makes landfall, and
It's
time
still
for this to kind of shift.
Right now, at this time, it's still a Cat 5. When it hits land, it's projected to be. But a lot could happen between now and the hours it hits land. It could totally go down. It would be great. But going out, they have it as a 1, but it's like it's not that much of a difference as where the winds are going to be that would make it a Cat 2. That's how strong it's going to stay going across the peninsula. Is crazy. It's a big storm.
Kind of figure it out, but yeah, you're looking at the potential of a 130-mile-per-hour storm making landfall maybe on the Manatee Sarasota County line very early tomorrow morning. So what does that mean for the wind gusts? Once we get to late morning, early afternoon, winds will be gusting, say, 40 miles per hour or so. We're getting to the heart of it. We're starting to get some much stronger wind gusts by around 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, where they're gusting close to 50 to 60 in the Tampa area. Then later, 4 or 5 o'clock, watch some of those 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts start to play in. By around 8 o'clock this evening, you're going to be seeing 70 mile per hour wind gusts along the coast, and inland locations gusts of 50, maybe 55. That'll be at 8 o'clock. Then at about 11 o'clock, now you're getting the core of the storm. From Pinellas County southward, easily winds gusting over 80 miles per hour higher, where the storm's about to make its landfall very early tomorrow morning. And then it's going to bring a swath of hurricane force winds straight across the state from wherever it makes landfall all the way through until likely about 5 or 6 in the morning. And then even notice at 5, we're still gusting to 70 along the west coast. And it may take until the end of the morning tomorrow to do that. Where the storm makes landfall in south, 10 to 15-foot storm surge to go along with those 80 to 100 mile per hour wind gusts along the coast. We've also got rainfall, about 9 to 10 inches of rain, which is going to come down with this as well. So all of this, the majority of this is going to happen after the sun goes down tonight.
Yeah, that's what sucks. It's all gonna. I wish they'd be during the day and not at night. I just don't like it at night. I don't like it at night, especially at 8 at night. I forgot to thank Corva for. That's okay. Yeah. This is a nasty storm, but I think we're going to be fine. You know, it's just I'm more worried. Makes it a little scarier when you're there. Yeah, yeah. Like around. It does. I don't like it at night. I prefer during the day. But they're not going to oblige us and come when they want to. I'm more worried about the tornadoes because so many tornadoes have already been produced from this storm and it hasn't even gotten that close yet. I mean, there's been a lot of tornadic activity. I'm more worried about the tornadoes and the water surge. Your sister's in Jupiter. Yeah. Yeah, my house is concrete. My house is good. Yeah, I am. With riddles, I have to be. And let me tell you, it sucks down here when you're without power 10 to 14 days or longer and you don't have a generator. Oh, it sucks. I made sure we have one. We used to have two, and I gave somebody had a family needed one. Anyway. Hey, Skullgirl, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. My house is all concrete. It's strong. New strong roof. We're good. I did 10 days during Sandy, no power. F that. Never again. I hear you, Remy. I did it for like the first, was like 7 days. When we first moved here and we got all those hurricanes in a row. Honey, I went out and got me a generator. I did. And it sucks you can't run your central air. So it's sticky and hot after a storm. If you don't have window units, which I need to get one for my bedroom, it is miserable. And you can only run so much because, you can't. I keep important things running, Hey, Courtney. I don't have any gas. We're all electric. Yeah, I do. I run a fan for a while. I run the fridge. I'll use the stove if need be, but I use my. Oh shit! I think the store's still open till 8. He's got to go get a tank for the grill just in case. There's some in it, but I just want to make sure there's enough. I think we'll be all right. Never mind. But I cook on the grill. I have burners on my grill, so I cook on the grill too. I try not to use the stove because it uses a lot of electricity, a lot of the power. And I let the kids watch TV sometimes. Yeah, I'm glad I have a big grill and it has the side burners. It makes it a lot easier. You put tea lights in a muffin pan. Yeah. Oh, well, I like cooking on the grill. And I made sure I got burgers and hot dogs and stuff they like. I can make steaks, pork chops on the grill. I am the tornado from start to finish. I watched it. Speaking of that is wild. These weather forecasters were so impressed with the early torrential rains because we got nailed this morning. It was awful. But they were so impressed with how, and this was when tornadoes, 8 tornado sites were called by the weather service, right? The one, usually tornadoes are boom fast, Nah, this one they said they sat there and watched this thing for like 19 minutes. That is amazing that they could watch that for 19 minutes. They were amazed when they were like, "This shows you why we have such concern." I have 2 generators, but I need somebody to help me. I got to get them working for the winter. Oh, yeah, that was That's my husband just had ours taken care of. What do you call it? Tuned up, rebuilt, whatever, the Manatee River surging. I'm not surprised. You should see the beach. It's wild. If I could, I'd go down and get you footage and show it to you guys. It's wild right now. And the storm's hours away. You should see it. It's wild. Your HOA won't allow a generator. I hear you. Hey, LT. Ice or cold water in the washing machine. And if you have some, a lot of tea candles. Put them in. I'm up and down and use the warm soup. I'll be good. I have portable camp stoves too. I have 2 of them with the little tanks of fuel that go with them. But if need be, I'll just plug in my stove and run it for a little bit. Our generator, thankfully, can run quite a bit, so that's not a bad idea. Fill up the washer with ice. God knows I have enough ice. Yes, we have propane. In fact, I have a smoker too. I'll throw some of them pieces of wood in there and smoke me some damn chicken or some ribs. Yeah, storm surge. They're going to be bad, Kool-Aid. They're going to be bad. I mean, we're in the red. We're at rural high. They've evacuated all those communities. I know. I'm worried about not having enough. I forgot to have them pick up a tank, and there should be enough in there, but we'll be all right. I'm got my windows all taken care of. Oh, my little boy's heartbroken. Him and my daughter have been collecting the Crocs from McDonald's. They have 3 each, right? And they were all different ones. They were thrilled they hadn't got doubles. Somebody took one off his backpack at school yesterday. He was heartbroken. I said, Mommy Kathy told you not to put them on your backpack because you know what happened last time we put stuff on your backpack, somebody took it off. I said, see, that's why I wanted you to leave it home. He was mad. And he knows he's seen the kid with it. The kid tried to lie to him. He come home, he told me, he said, that boy, Mommy Kathy, he looked at me in my face and he lied. And you said lying's bad. I told him he needed to go to timeout because he's a liar. I was like, oh dear, this kid's going to go home and say this kid's called me a liar. But Dallas said he had it in his hand. And Dallas's initials are on the bottom. I said, you should have told your teacher. He said, yeah, but I didn't want to get him in trouble. I'm like, what? Tornado went through Jupiter. Yeah, not surprised. There's going to be a lot of them. Yeah, it happened to him twice. Yeah, he loves his McDonald's stuff. Are your McDonald's is out? Thankfully, ours isn't. I have to go back and get him another one. They said Bradenton, St. Pete, Tampa, and Clearwater brace for the northern eye wall as it is strong. Yeah, it is strong. This storm is strong. It's no joke. It's no joke. That's the only reason why I'm concerned is because of how strong it is. And I'm more concerned about the tornadoes and the storm surge than anything. And apparently I've been right to be concerned. There's been a lot of tornadoes so far. And it hadn't even come close to hitting land. And all that mess that's getting ready to pass over the peninsula, there's a lot of tornadoes in there. Mini Crocs are available on Amazon, not the McDonald's ones, but they're cute. Oh, KCG, they don't care which ones. They just like them. The charcoal and propane, I love it. Yeah, there is a difference between charcoal and propane. And wood. I love to slowly smoke some ribs or chicken on the grill. The eye is as large at 60 The eye is large as 16 miles diameter. Yeah, it's a big storm. It's a massive storm. And it could keep shifting down, take me out of the cone. I won't be upset about that. You could take me out of that cone anytime you want. And take everybody out of the cone. Actually, keep on shifting down right back on out to the water. That's what you can do. Yeah. All right, guys, it's starting to get windy out here, and I've been on here long enough. I don't know if I'll be live, but if I can, I'll update on the community tab. But I want to thank everybody for their support. I really appreciate it, and for all your well wishes and prayers. I appreciate that. Just for all your support, for the memberships, for um the PayPal and the Cash App that I got, and the super chat I got the other day. There was a couple. There was a PayPal and a Cash App I didn't see, so I didn't get to thank you for the other day. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I just mods, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Just everybody, thank you for being here. I'll be safe. Hey, Lilith. All right. Hey, little Lulu. I'm going to go deal with the fam and get everybody hunkered down for the night and get it over with. Hey, Amber. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. You really are. You're really, truly the best. I appreciate it. Night all. I'm sure I'll be poking around the streets somewhere till my power goes out and I lose my Wi-Fi and my internet. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thank you all. Thank you so much.